Yeah, indeed, Tembegile, you'll remember that, Tshegofatso Pule lost her life, but Ntuthuko Shoba will go to prison, maybe depending, of course. Well, will go to prison, his family will get to see him. But, what is justice for this family who's lost their loved one? It really is a difficult one. I asked Tumisang Katake, who's the uncle of Tshegofatso Pule, earlier on, what exactly, justice is to them, and whether this conviction is justice to them. And what he mentioned to me earlier on was that this is justice because there's no other way of looking at it. The conviction is what they've always wanted, and you can see and you can tell from behind me the celebrations are continuing of that particular conviction that we heard earlier in court. They're still dressed in their orange overalls. In fact, when I asked one gentleman earlier on about the attire, in fact, I asked Butali about what this attire actually means, and she says this is to accompany the people that killed Tshegofatso to where exactly they belong. I'm going to bring in now Tshegofatso Pule's younger brother, Puluso Pule. Puluso, I want us to reflect on, what today means for you. I know you've been quiet and not speaking, but today you get to break your silence about what happened to your sister.
What happened to her, it's really traumatizing. I must say, it really hurt me the most. I won't lie to you. Facing this journey, it was difficult for me because I was still in school, the pressure, But the most thing that I want to thank is the support, I just appreciate these people for being us through this journey, And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where our family would be, But I just want to thank, the support, the politics, just bringing the effort, what they can do. But I'm just happy for the support.
And you speak a lot about the support. And I wonder, when you arrived here in Midlands, Zone 3, what the reception was like. But to never join towards Luna, because my understanding is that a lot of them were watching.
First, mostly I wanted to thank the Soweto community, I just want to thank them for the support, It shows that this case really means the most to them because, it was a difficult one, It shocked the whole world internationally, And I just want to thank them. Thank you so much, guys, for the support, for being with us through the journey. Thank you very much, If it wasn't for you, I don't know this is where we would be, Thank you very much.
And I want to bring you in, Boipelo. Boipelo is Tshegofatso Pule's cousin. As a young man living in South Africa today, you've heard what the courts have had to say. I'm going to ask you to just step forward a bit because there is a taxi behind us, Tembegile, that is, reversing into the next street. But I want you to talk to me about, as a young man living in South Africa, what this case has taught you.
Well, this case has taught me a lot that you need to respect women and you need to make sure that women are always safe on our sides because these are our sisters, and these are, people we date and all that. We need women in our life. And I just need to say that to all men, please make sure that you keep women safe. And, these are mothers. These are people that are going to mother children coming up, Yes, that's what I want to say from my side. I really want to say that respect women, love women, and make sure that women are always safe.
Talk to me about, the foundation, the Tshegofatso Pule Foundation, and how you, as young men, are going to be contributing to that. You've seen the importance of the criminal justice system and how it works in our country through your cousin, your sister's case, but also the need for young men to continue the fight and be the voice against change.
I want to say that if men were to support, women in throughout everything, regarding gender-based violence and all that, I feel like this should start at home, where men actually taught about how to treat a woman and all that. I feel like gender-based violence and all that would be at low rates and all that. So I really want to say that men should really treat women good, and like they shouldn't, make women feel inferior or anything like that. Yes.
All right. I want to thank you both for your time. Thank you so much. That is Khuluso and Boipelo Moshe there, the brother, younger brother of Tshegofatso Pule, and of course the cousin. Behind them, Tembegile, the celebrations continue. We're in Soweto, Midlands, Zone 3. And you'll remember, on the night before her murder, it was right at the heart of the lockdown. And what you would see here is exactly what these people are doing here. Young men, old men, young women came out in their numbers to really, make their presence known, and that dissatisfaction and anger and frustration at the system, especially about what had happened to Tshegofatso Pule. So today we're seeing the family dancing in joy that perhaps they did receive the answers that they were looking for through that court process. So for now, Tembegile, it's back to you.
Linda Minsi, thank you very much for that. Linda's reporting from Soweto today, where that group of people have gathered just hours after Tshegofatso Pule's boyfriend Ntuthuko Shoba was convicted today by a judge guilty of murder. He orchestrated the whole thing, even sought the killer, Muzikaise Malepane, who then killed and then hanged her from a tree in Durban Deep almost 2 years ago now.